Evening, family. Happy Sunday. I want to share a passage from 1 Timothy 6, verses 11 and 12. But before we get into that, I want to add some context with what's happening over here. So, Paul is writing a letter to Timothy, who is leading a church in Ephesus. And Paul, just before the passage I'm about to share, he strongly warns against false teachings and false teachers and people using, the word for financial gain. So Paul is over there giving strong warnings against such behavior because there's so much of it that's happening in the church of Ephesus. And then he says to Timothy, "But you, O man of God, flee these things and pursue righteousness, godliness, faith, love, patience, gentleness. Fight the good fight of faith. Lay hold on eternal life, to which you were also called and have confessed the good confession in the presence of many witnesses." This be the reading of the word. Thanks be to God. What I like about what Paul does here is he goes and speaks about the chaos that is happening, and he kind of looks at Timothy and goes to the root of who Timothy is, and he says to him, "But oh, you man of God, before anything else, you are a man of God." Paul reminds Timothy of who he finds identity inside of. And he says, "But oh, you man of God, flee from these things." So flee from the corruption that's happening around you. It's very easy to fall into corruption when it's happening around you. So sometimes it's very good to be reminded of who you are, a man of God. And Paul tells him this and tells him to flee from these things and rather pursue righteousness, godliness, faith, love, patience, and gentleness. To pursue the things of God. And then he says something I also love: fight the good fight of faith. We're living in a time where we need to fight the good fight of faith. People are going to try and pull you away from your faith. People are going to try to distort your faith to you. And you need to stand up and fight the good fight of faith.